Hello, and welcome to Virtual Investor Conferences. My name is Matt Lateplo, and on behalf of OTC Markets, we're very pleased you have joined us for our next live presentation from Onyx Gold Corp. Please note you can submit questions in the box to the left of the slides. You can also view a company's availability for one-on-one meetings through the Schedule Meetings tab found on the conference platform. At this point, I'm very pleased to welcome Brock Coulterjohn, President and CEO of Onyx Gold Corp, which trades on the OTCQX Best Market under the symbol ONXGF and on the TSXV under the symbol ONYX. Welcome, Brock.
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone for joining this morning to listen into Onyx Gold. I appreciate your time. Thank you. So we'll be making some forward-looking statements. I'll refer you to this slide to review on your own time. So Onyx Gold is a newly created company. We started trading at the beginning of July of this year. We were a spin-out from a company called High Gold Mining, and we are now a Canadian-focused exploration company with a commanding portfolio of projects in the Yukon as well as Ontario. In Ontario, we control about 335 square kilometers. One of the largest land positions not owned by a producer in a prolific gold camp where we've seen over 100 million ounces of gold production. We recently just completed a 4,000 meter fall drill program, following up on several things, and I'll take you through that in a second. In Yukon, in the summertime from end of July to mid-September, we completed the first ever drill program on our large portfolio of projects in one of the most exciting emerging gold districts in Canada, if not North America. And I'll take you through that program and the opportunities we see there as well. A key note of us is, we have a very strong treasury and management team. We have a track record of success and value creation, and we also have the treasury to do it and execute. One of the benefits of our portfolio is that we can basically drill and explore all year round. So we explore in Yukon in the summertime and then Timmins in the fall and winter. And what's great about that is it provides the year-round news flow, which is great for a company of our size, and I believe a standout attribute for a company, especially of our size and stage. So just briefly touch on management. I'm President and CEO of Onyx Gold. Our exec chairman is Darwin Green. He's an entrepreneurial mining executive and the CEO of High Gold Mining. We have Eris Morphopoulos is our CFO. Ian Cunningham Dunlap is our exec VP. He's also the vice president of High Gold Mining. And he's got a long track record of success, including the VPX of Frontier Gold, who discovered the Long Canyon deposit, which was subsequently sold to Newmont for $2.3 billion. Connor McKinley is a VPX, a technical geologist who's been in the group for some time and knows how to execute in Timmins and Yukon very well. Nicole Huller, she's our VP of Communications. She just recently came off a big win as well. She was VP of Communications of Sabina Gold, which usually just been acquired by B2 Gold. And what's a great thing about that is several of our management team is shared 50-50 between High Gold and Onyx. So our G&A is very reasonable, and we can manage our treasury quite well. And we can maintain that disciplined approach to capital allocation. Our key to lead independent director is Mike Cinnamon. He's CFO of B2 Gold. He's an excellent gentleman to have carrying the company on the independent director side. John Robbins of the Discovery Group is our strategic advisor, and he brings in a wealth of knowledge as well into our company of our stage as well. So we're really well rounded and have a good track record of execution. Just want to touch on the cap structure. We have 41 million shares outstanding, so we're a relatively tight share structure. We're well funded still. It's September 30th. We had $4.65 million. Approximately when our end date was filed on November 29th, we have about 3.7 million. And we also have about $800,000 of marketable securities that we can leverage as well. So we will end the year in a very comfortable position, a rather envious position for a company of our stage. And the sector has been quite difficult, but we're starting to see a good change in the sector. But we have the ability to continue to execute, given our cash position and where we stand. So that's a great standout. And we also have a tight share structure. So any positive results we do release, we can re-rate quite substantially. We have a really good shareholder registry for our company of ourselves as well. We have a senior gold producer who owns 5% of us, 22% of our stock, including Franklin Templeton, who owns 9%, 9.9. We have a strong institutional shareholder. Also have a large high net worth individuals own quite a bit of our company as well. So a lot of our stock doesn't trade, which is great as well for given how quickly we can re-rate. So I just want to start with Timmins. Like I said, we have a 335 square kilometer land position in the heart of 100 million ounce gold camp, one of the most prolific gold regions in the world. We have an extensive portfolio in the Timmins area proper, but we also have a large commanding land position in the eastern part of Timmins, where we have two developers beside us and a gold producer who collectively control 18 million ounces of gold. And we have basically a very underexplored but very prospective land package. We also control the highest grade past producing mine in Ontario, the Croesus mine. And I'll take you through that. When we recently made a new bulk tonnage style discovery last year, but we also just made a new high grade vein discovery that's parallel to that historic mine that we announced this morning. So just zooming in, so you can see our neighbor is Mayfair Gold, who has about 200 million plus market cap, developer that's advancing the Fen-Gid deposit. Medeta Gold's beside us, who controls 12 million ounces, a large market cap company as well. And then McEwen Mining is mining this Fox complex right here. We have like I said, we've consolidated this land package in the last 3 years, almost tripled the size of the package. And now it's given us the opportunity for the first time ever to take that holistic exploration approach, apply new principles, new thinking, and modern technology to make some new discoveries. In order to validate these new principles and understandings and techniques, we just completed a 4,000 meter program that was designed to follow up on that bulk tonnage discovery, but also to test several new areas for high grade mineralization and in close proximity to the Croesus mine, past producing mine. So this morning we announced just that. We announced a new high grade vein that was approximately 1,400 feet away from the historic mine, or 320 meters ish. The grade is the vein itself was bonanza grades, 363 meters over a foot, or 0.3 meters, which is almost 11 ounces gold, within a broader interval of 122 grams over just under a meter, which is about 3.6 ounces. So this is a new parallel vein within the same stratigraphic horizon as Croesus. So this is a completely new area. We drilled one hole last year in this area as a proof of concept. We hit 0.6 meters of 14 grams, and this was about a 33 meter step out from that, and we discovered an entire new vein, bonanza grades. It's completely open in all directions, and we very much look forward to getting back here in sometime in the wintertime to expand this new discovery. I think this is very material to our story, but also within this area of the camp itself. It's this region, like I said, there's 18 million ounces, but it's known as, it's more bulk tonnage, low grade open pittable mineralization. This discovery is near surface, is about 60 meters below surface, open towards the surface, but as well as at depth and along strike. And this type of grades could be very material for not even our local developers, but also within a region that has a lot of excess milling capacity. This is located only a couple by road just off the main highway that connects to all those mills as well. So this type of discovery is very material, and we very much look forward to getting back here to expand this. Grade obviously is very important in a camp. This is what it looks like in cross section. Like I said, it's open towards the surface as well as depth and along strike. Here's some photos of the core, the vein itself. So you can see the gold flakes. It's quite spectacular looking, abundant visible gold. These bonanza type of style mineralization obviously piques a lot of interest for shareholders, but also strategic corporates and all that stuff. So located a few kilometers away on the Munro Croesus property is the Argus zone. It's a new discovery we made last year. So instead of high grade, this is near surface bulk tonnage and similar type to our neighbors. And we had about 5-6 holes to validate this last year. And most of our program, about 10 holes of the 19 from 2024, I've been focused, or about 60% of that 4,000 meters, I've been focused on expanding the new discovery. So we all these assays are pending in addition to several holes from the high grade area as well. So this morning's news release was the first of many press releases to come that will come into the new year. So stay tuned. We're really excited about about this year's program. And like I said, we very much look forward to coming back, expanding these zones, but also further validating and testing our new geological and structural model to find new discoveries within this underexplored land package. And just give you a concept, like I mentioned, this is the main highway. This is McEwen Mining's open pit. The Mayfair's 3 million ounce open pit project is right across the highway right here. And the Croesus mine and that discovery is just to the north of the highway. So, this is infrastructure rich. We're close to electricity. So, we're really excited. This is the great thing about Timmins, mature camp. There's all the infrastructure. It checks all the boxes. So if you find some new discoveries, it can obviously be worth quite a bit for potential consolidators, but also even on a standalone basis. Another property, just real quick, in Timmins that we're really excited to unlock some value is the Golden Mile property. It's a large land package in the heart of Timmins, on trend from Hoyle Pond and some of the big mines. And we look to do some exploration here in the near term. It's very underexplored, despite having all the key parameters, key structures, the right stratigraphy. And so I think this property holds a lot of potential, and we look to unlock some value here in the near future as well. This is what it looks like in the aerial aspect. Hoyle Pond is just right here. The property package is just off this area. So you can see this is the heart of Timmins. This is the town, the Hollinger pit with 20 million, almost close to 20 million ounces, and Hoyle Pond trending. There's a big trend that goes towards on our property, and our land package remains underexplored. Only about 15 holes have been completed on that large land package. So we very much look forward to unlocking value there, in addition to what we see on the Munro Croesus property. So yeah, we're really excited about our Timmins property, land package. And we look forward to get back here in the wintertime. But we're also really excited, really like our land package in Yukon. Yeah, this Yukon's had recently a lot of interest given some significant discoveries of the late. We are located in the eastern part of the Tombstone Gold Belt, which is famous for these large bulk tonnage gold systems that are associated with Cretaceous area plutons. So there's 2 gold producing mines in the Tombstone Gold Belt. One is in Alaska called the Fort Knox gold deposit, mined by Kinross. The other one's the Victoria, the Eagle mine that is operated by the Victoria Resources, Victoria Gold, sorry. And we are located in the eastern part of the Tombstone Belt, where our neighbor has made a significant discovery, one of the best discoveries in recent years, probably around the world. So just zooming in now, this is the district in the eastern part of the Yukon. So Snowline Gold, like I mentioned, has made one of the most impressive discoveries in recent years in Canada, let alone probably the world, at the Valley Intrusion, which is located 50 kilometers to the north of our land package, King Tut. And Snowline also controls a large land package below us to the south as well. So we're in the heart, our property package. It's 210 square kilometers between 4 properties. They're located in the heart of this emerging gold camp, as well as Fireweed Metals has a world-class advanced stage lead zinc deposit, as well as the tungsten deposit right here. That's directly to the northeast. So this area is gaining a lot of critical mass. We are located close to the piece of infrastructure here called the North Canal Road, which allows us to leverage that road and reduce our operating costs by being able to truck in bulk items, including the drill rig, our camp supplies, fuel, etc. Our King Tut property is our most advanced and most compelling property right now. It in 2011, we've had these properties since they were originally staked in 2010, 2011. In 2011, our predecessor company, Constantine Metals, put out sent out an army of soil samplers and collected 13,000 samples and delineated two really nice golden soil anomalies called the golden mask anomaly and the main Tut anomaly. And this year, after 12 years of hiatus, we were able finally to get back there and complete the first ever drill program on this property. We completed 9 holes, or just over 2,100 meters, and I'll take you through that. So at Main Tut, we completed 2 holes. Main Tut's a very interesting target because they're apatite dikes running up to 100 meters wide, up to 4 kilometers long, that circle around a large intrusion. They're well mineralized. You can see this outcrop. It's 100 meters wide approximately, running some really nice grades. And we drilled 2 holes of proof of concept. We validated that this is a fertile gold system, and we look forward to coming back here next year and try to target some more of the higher grade mineralization that we see on surface. So 9 kilometers to the west is our golden mass target. This is a proper intrusion of the same age and geological nature as the Valley discovery to the north. We're really excited about this. It's got a high tenure golden soil anomaly running 1 by 1 square kilometers, and actually it's actually grown since then with this year's geochem, but closer down to 1.4 kilometers. We completed 7 holes, or about 1,500 meters here, to validate it. We proved that this is a fertile gold system as well. It's reduced in nature, so we've proven that this intrusion is the right gold system. We also flew a drone mag survey for the first time ever, and what we saw was that if you look at this map, this is what the mag survey showing that it's 7 times bigger than what we originally mapped on surface, which is this darker pink surface right here. And the map, that's how it's mapped on surface. And now this mag survey is showing that it's 700 times bigger, or 7x, than we originally knew that existed before the drill program. So we actually, at the end of the program, we got this preliminary data as we're able to complete 1 hole 700 meters away from our drilling, and we drilled and hit the intrusion, validating that this geophysics is accurate. And we look forward to getting back here. So there's ample room to expand and explore this resource, this new model and this intrusion. And you can fit several high grade areas within this new footprint. So this thing's not killed in any way, and we very much look forward to getting back here. We're really excited by the opportunity by this and Yukon as a whole, given the level of interest and the scale of these type of gold systems are really impressive. So we in addition to Timmins, we really value our Yukon properties, and we very much look forward to getting back here in the summer and follow up on this exploration, understand this data over the wintertime, and follow it up with the summer program, and hopefully make a really good discovery next summer. So just to wrap up, we're a new Canadian-focused exploration company. We have commanding land positions in 2 of Canada's most exciting districts, Timmins, Ontario, and as well as Yukon. We've drilled 2 programs now, one in Yukon and one in Timmins. We have almost 4,000 meters of assays pending from our Timmins fall program. We just released this morning a high-grade new vein discovery. That was the first results of those 4,000 meters. So stay tuned for more news flow going into the new year. And we look forward to a winter program following up on that success. And we believe those results will carry us the fall into the winter drilling. Will carry that news flow. Will carry us into the spring, where we get back into Yukon for a drill program. We remain well funded. and that year-round news flow will help us in this type of market right now, generate some really good interest. And we're at the beginning of the Lassonde curve, where it's peak highest risk, highest reward, and these type of drill results just show the potential for getting outsized returns when we do deliver with the drill bit. With that, that concludes my presentation. I'll look at if there's any Q&A. So there's a question here. What do you see as your key milestones for 2024, and are there any headwinds? So our key milestones for 2024, like I said, is going to be a winter program in Timmins. We need to determine the full size, but it probably likely in the 5,000 meter range. And that will be mainly focused on our main Monroe Croesus property, where we'll expand and follow up on the high grade hit we just announced this morning, but also further expand the Argus zone, which is that near surface bulk tonnage recent discovery. And we also like to further test some new targets that with this geological model is clearly working now, and we like to further test some additional early stage targets, and hopefully we can continue the new discoveries and success rate here. And then 24, we further that in Yukon, we love to follow up on, like I just mentioned, at Gold and Mask, that increased footprint is showing of that intrusion, showing that's much significantly bigger, and we look to further validate that with another program. So basically, long short of it, material programs in both districts, and we look forward to do that. There's a question on thoughts on your current valuation. And so, our current valuation, we put up our results in Yukon, and they were a technical success, but I think they weren't the grades and widths that a lot of people were hoping to be. For us, we saw similar grades and widths, Snowline Gold's valley intrusion outside of their high-grade core. And so we think we hit a lot of the smoke with that new footprint, that increased size of that intrusion. We think we can vector into some higher grade structures, or these structures, and vector into some higher grades for next year. So and then Timmins alone, I think is worth 2x of our current market cap as it currently stands, and that excludes this new discovery we made, but also that's other assays are coming. So I think there's a natural re-rate just on Timmins alone, and what our intrinsic value for those properties are. Let alone the upside from this program that we will be releasing shortly, in addition to today, but also for next year for Yukon as well. There's a question on what was the rationale for the spin out from High Gold. So High Gold has their primary property is in Alaska, the Johnson Tract property. It's at a stage where it's basically worth being a standalone company. Shareholders are focused on that project and want to support it, and so basically this portfolio of Canadian assets, were non-core to the story like that. So there was an opportunity, especially with the back of Snowline's success in Yukon, but also the value we saw in Timmins that wasn't really getting any value in High Gold. There's an opportunity to spin out these assets, fund it as a standalone vehicle, so it doesn't dilute High Gold shareholders, and we can create that new vehicle as a standalone and fund it with shareholders that are interested in these Canadian properties. So that was kind of the rationale behind it. It looks like there are no more questions, so I'll just wrap it up and say thank you everyone for joining today. I really appreciate your time and consideration, and we do have one-to-one slots available. So if you'd like to dive into any of these details or have any questions, follow-up questions, happy to answer them in a one-to-one, or you can reach out to us via email as well. Thanks again everyone for your time, and have a great day.